Well, Billy Crystal is one of the world's most famous comedians, so it may come as a surprise that he's taken a complete left turn for his latest on-screen project.
His new TV series, Before, is a psychological thriller and sees Billy step into the shoes of a child psychologist tasked with helping a strange boy who shows up on his doorstep. DC spoke with Billy and the cast.
Hey. Your parents must be really worried about you. Do you know where you live?
Billy, I want to start with you. What drew you to this project and to executive produce it? Because it's a horror and you are basically known as a comedian.
Well, I was one of the creators of the show from the beginning. A wonderful writer named Eric Roth, who won the Oscar for Forrest Gump and has written all of these amazing movies, Killers of the Flower Moon and Dune and on and on. He and I had this notion, what about a pediatric psychiatrist who's working with a troubled kid who may have this very mysterious past that maybe somehow they're connected some way. And he said, you know who could write this is Sarah Thorpe, who I'd never met before. And she detailed what Eli's journey would be. And it's a man who only believed in science and facts, and now he's thrown off his hind legs because there's a possibility that there's something he never thought of. And could this possibly be true? And who was this little boy who just showed up? And I just said, you know what? I'll play him.
You know what you did.
Jacoby, I mean, he is the find of all finds.
Just totally.
We auditioned 703 young actors in the United States and Canada. And we found less than a handful that we thought could do it. We auditioned on Zoom. He was in London, and he was extraordinary. By the time we got a go-ahead and we got his visa straightened out, I didn't get to really meet him in person until about a week or so before we started shooting. You know, he's got instincts of a veteran actor and a skill set of that's very rare.
Also,
don't you think so?
Yeah.
And he's so smart.
He's so grounded as a person.
Yeah. You know what they say, you know, well, he's got an old soul.
Yeah.
In this show...
He's an old soul?
He's an old soul.
What are you feeling right now? Can you draw?
I'll be right back.
Jacoby, Billy Crystal said he went through 703 young actors before they found you. How does that make you feel?
Out of the 703 people, everyone could have got that job, but sometimes you don't, but at least you try. And I'm grateful for me loving acting. I love acting. I'm grateful for acting. I'm really happy that I got to do this job.
Now, Rosie, what was it like working with Billy Crystal on this? Because we've known him to be funny, but this is a very serious project.
Billy is a very serious guy who's extremely funny.
Hello?
I was surprised that he was in a psychological thriller that is very dark and scary, but I wasn't surprised of his delivery of such an amazing performance. He's extremely talented, and I always wanted to work with him. Always. Never even used mace before. I didn't know if it would work.
Oh, it works. Yeah, believe me, it works. My eyes feel like I rolled them in a bowl of broken glass.
Judith, I just binge-watched the whole thing. I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
I needed to know what was going to happen at the end. Yeah. Is that what it was like when you got the script?
There's these things that you know in life, and you have an intuition about something. It's not intellectual. And I knew the scripts were great. I knew the storytelling was valuable and that it would create a lot of conversations like we're having now with you. And I wanted to work with Billy, and there was just something about it that I knew I had to do it. And I don't know how you explain that stuff.
Ooh. Before premieres tomorrow on Apple TV+.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?
Always happens.